LARP peoples ain't gonna be none of that shit. Alright, let me tell you a story. Summer, the last battle that Nia South did before I retired this faction. Alright, you know what happened? We lost our shit. Alright? They united, they had help from DK, they had help from IA, they had help from even more niggas. You know what happened? They beat us. They beat us 4-2 that day.
Monda said, Stu.
We speak.
Dior Loke.
This ain't no luck. This ain't no luck. These niggas beat us. Alright?
The defense
The
plans.
niggas. Look, I'll say about the plans. Alright, we'll start with the plans. We'll work towards other shit. I'm mute the bot for a second. I got some things to say. First of all, the plan. Right? It's solid. Right? Obviously, our roster took a hit from these TTI revolts. Alright? They had to unite with DK to defeat us. DK also united with Austria-Hungary, allegedly their mortal enemy, someone that they've been in the dots with. They united with them in the summer of 2025, and they beat Nia. Yeah, they did. I was in there commanding. We had Skill, we had Milk, we had Crimson, we had Zolti, we had all the niggas, and we lost that battle. All right, we lost by like 103 casualties. All right, same situation. Almost recapped too, a few times. We almost recapped that bitch. All right. This time we almost recapped as well, but we didn't get close. So whoever this nigga is, shoot at me. Please stop. All right. I want to tell y'all, loss is something that happens. All right. What the fuck's it all about? Me in the military, obviously, loss is something that I go through every single day. Not being with my people, shit. Obviously, I might die on the front lines while I'm leading this faction. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. No LARP shit.
They're not denying that they had other
on.
factions with them.
Hey,
Because
let me
check
speak.
GCS, don't miss that we were playing
Let me
against like
speak.
3 factions.
Let me speak. All right. I'm not denying. Let me speak. Let me speak. All right. Whatever the hell they had, all right, it was Nia South's job to go in there and not complain and to beat them. All right. So we came in there, we did our job. All right. And we paid the price. We came in there, we fought them. Sure, they held them and some shit, but at the end of the day, it was our job to go in there. You know, we launched protests, we exposed them for cans and shit, exposed them for mercs and shit. I got pictures of their mercs and shit. But at the end of the day, it was our job to win. All right. Now, more than y'all, I'm not gonna blame any of y'all for anything that happened. I'm gonna blame myself, right? Because at the end of the day, despite all the shit I do IRL, right, military shit, whatever, that doesn't matter, right? Main goal, main job is for me to lead y'all to victory. All right. This is an apology, yes. At the same time, I'm about to ask y'all. I'm about to ask y'all something. All of the people in Nia South, even the TTI people, they stayed loyal to Nia South. Every single last one of them. That we lost to Austria-Hungary. All right. A few days after we lost to Austria-Hungary, what did I do? I left to start like pursuing goals and like physical fitness and shit. Like, cause I wanted to join the military, right? All right. What I did was a few days after we lost stage, we scheduled a new battle. Right? It was on Lake Minot. I believe it would have been a stalemate. In that battle, we didn't have a peak roster. In this battle, we had nearly a peak roster. Right? It was about 17 of the top 20 of the DSI players. Could have there been a different difference, like and shit. If we had hosts and shit, definitely. All right. Fact of the matter is, what happened happened. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm not gonna do compared to my old self. All right. I'm not gonna. A few days after I lost the battle, right? A few days after I failed to lead y'all to victory, I'm not gonna go and retire. All right, I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm not doing that shit. All right. I'm not retiring. And if y'all want to retire, y'all can. All right. End of the day, Nia South is the only faction that can say we built a league from scratch. All right.
Wait, can I say some couple of things too?
Give me 1 more minute. All right. Number 2. First of all, I'm not gonna retire. Secondly, not letting up. All right. We got people from HBO that just started a devastating loss. They just got their server new coming to Nia South. All right. Want everyone to welcome the people in the HBO that happened right before the battle. Had to organize that shit alongside the pre-rally. And yes, I'm recording this entire shit. Yes, I am, but I'll upload to YouTube alongside the video. I did record. I had decent pay. We have new people joining the Nia South. People that have gone through loss and shit. Every single one of y'all here, especially the main roster people who've been here for over the course of the last 1 year since November of 2024. Y'all gone through some losses. Y'all remember when we lost to 41st? The second time we fought them, right? You remember when we lost to I twice. Y'all remember when we lost to Age twice. One after the other, after we beat them the first time. And then what happened? We beat up IA. All right. After losing them twice, stalling them twice, we finally beat up. All right. Back then, we were competing for the number one spot. I believe right now that we have the number one spot. They have to combine, they have to merge, they have to do all the shit. But remember, at the end of the day, it's our job to fight them, regardless of how many mercs they bring, and it's our job to destroy them, regardless of how many mercs they bring. All right? If you want me to go in ET voice chat, I'll stay with y'all. As long as we have over 25 people in this voice chat, I'm gonna stay in this voice chat. I'm gonna answer y'all's questions. All right? Mino, I'm gonna let you say some shit. Good idea.
What I honestly think is, okay, there's obviously some stuff that like could have been done that would have been better, right? But in no way are we hindered or are we gonna be stopped by one fucking loss, okay? And let me tell you, and let me preface this in the idea that makes a lot of sense, okay? HBO, we lost 8 games. But the reason why that we like stayed together so knit and so strong was because every single time we lost a battle, the first time we started from scratch and those battles on and on and on, every single time we encountered a loss, we didn't meet it with, oh shit, we're the worst faction in the game, or this is where we're at, they're just better than us. No, every single time that we lost, we were like, okay, let's improve, let's do it, let's do this, and adapt, The best word I can use is adapt and improve, okay? Every single loss that we had wasn't met with a skill gap or we're just soft locked and we'll never get better than them. It was, okay, there's some things we can improve, we start from scratch and we build ourselves up. For NISL, the same can be applied, okay? We lose one game, it doesn't definitely put our role in the second or third. It puts us, we're gonna be first. It's not gonna be we are the second or we are the third. It's we are going to be the first. And it just takes some time to get there, you know what I mean? Like, and really, to put this genuinely into even greater detail, to greater perspective, analogies that I use is motivation is like starting a fire, but discipline is like gathering wood and putting it and kindling your fire, okay? All of those other niggas, they're just motivated that they now feel like they're the first faction, the best faction in the game and all that shit, okay? We're just getting wood, we're building our fire up, we're gonna make that shit big, okay? We're disciplined, we're not gonna leave just because of one fucking battle. I guaranteed, once we get our get back on DK, all those weak ass niggas, all those loser ass niggas, when they
Yo, I
lose a
think we
fucking
fucking get
game,
it, bro. Oh my
honest, yeah,
god.
okay. What I'm saying though
calm
is we're
down, bro.
gonna get
You're
our get
like,
back,
Who is
bro.
that?
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're gonna
this
get our
trying
get
nigga,
back,
this,
okay?
to
Oh
back
hell no. Who is it gonna get? Mino, continue.
No, we're
Who
gonna
that's
get
gonna
our
get?
get back, okay? DK isn't as strong as us. They can't handle losses like we can, okay? And they can't handle improvement like we can, okay? We're gonna build ourselves up. Once we encounter them again, the loss that they're gonna experience is gonna be so great, it's gonna be insane, okay? We're not only gonna beat them. I believe we're gonna 6-0 them. Let's just prepare for that, okay? Like what? Let's just get a fucking 6-0. We smash them into the ground like that, okay? Let's improve so far beyond. If I can make HBO get 60 people to join in a week, I guarantee I could get 200 to join in NISL in a week, okay? I want to preface this. I
Yeah.
will try my best to make NISL the biggest, the best faction in the entire game, and I pray, I hope everybody in this VC does the exact same shit. We should all be prepared to take not only what was ours, but make it even higher than what it was before. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You guys down for that shit or what?
I'm fucking down for that shit, my nigga. Fucking
Oh,
down for that
bro.
shit.
I got
I
a few
like the
quick
sound.
words. I won't be very long.
Bet,
Let me
bro.
wait.
If
Let
you
me
were
say
in the
one thing
battle,
first. Let me say one thing
then
first. All right. Best speech I ever heard in my fucking life, nigga. Remind me of myself. All right. I'll give you another little short story. All right. Basically, boom. I was in Kozak. All right. I want y'all to know. All right. A lot of people don't know it, but when I was in Kozak, I lost my first battle. Right. I lost my first 3 battles. All right. They were on Lee Cat. I was playing at Central. I didn't complain. All right. I did it alongside Zaverick. All right. I think we have a few people here in the South who have been here since the days where I lost my first 3 battles. All right. You know what I did? I wrote some LARP ass documents. All right. You know what I did after that? I brought Kozak from dead, a 2 rally, to top 4 factions the entire entrenched team at that point, late 2024. Then I got banned from Kozak. And then I started from the bottom and I recruited 70 people in the first 7 days of Mia South's life in this game. All right, Mino, I believe in you, brother. All right. You remind me of my fucking self. All right. I got motivated listening to you, brother. All right, we're gonna let you speak. Let me hear it, brother. Let me hear the advice.
all right. So everybody that was in the battle today, everybody fought well, right? So think back to what you were doing in the battle. What could you have done differently? This isn't like you did something wrong, okay? It's what could you have done differently, right? So I'll offer up myself. I was not nearly as effective as I usually am in that battle, and so why was that? That's pretty easy actually. A lot of those guys stayed underground and they were doing lots of jump shots. As a recon, I didn't have a whole lot of shots, so it forced me to play up close, and it's a lot harder as a recon um, up close against really a rifleman. They have a slightly better rate of fire, so it's harder to be as effective. So what that happens to mean for me is that when I'm in the trenches and whatnot, if I can't snipe people coming in or get side shots on people, my role is diminished. However, I can't not play recon, right? Because we need those spots. So you have to learn how to adapt and be better. So that's something I have to work on. I encourage everybody today that was in that battle to think about what they did, both right and wrong, right? Like maybe you made some mistakes. I sure did, but I also did some things right. Just think about what you did and think about how you can improve. Because even though you're in this battle, right, you're not fighting just for yourself. You're fighting for everybody else on your team. Whenever you die, whenever there's something else that's going on, that person next to you loses that help. So make sure that you guys are working together. Okay, that's really important. Dior leads us very well. But it's our responsibility to him to not only listen to him, but also apply our skills towards what he's trying to do. So again, I implore you just make sure that you are paying attention to what you do, figure out what you could have done better, and apply that to the next battle. And the last thing I have to say is this is just one battle. It's not that big a deal, man. This is just Roblox. It's fine. We all care. Nobody likes to lose, right? I don't like to lose. But don't let these guys talking shit get you in any kind of way. It's just some shit. They're pumped up. They won. Big deal. That's all.
Let me expand on that. All right. So listen, my boy Mino. All right, my boy Blitzkrieg. Great statements. Great statements. All right, let me continue on this. All right, notice when y'all said Mino said you gonna bring us from this 4-2 loss against DK, right? DK, TI, whoever the fuck they had, right? And you said one day we gonna 6-0 these niggas. All right. So listen, conclusion of this, whenever the hell we stop talking to him. All right, here's what's gonna happen. All right, I'm announce something called the 6-0 plan. All right. By the time summer hits, we're gonna get that 6-0 on DK. All right. That's not just on me. That's not on them. Look, when I say something, I fucking mean it. When I said that we gonna beat DK today, I fucking meant it. All right. So when I say we're gonna 6-0 DK, all right, DK and whoever the hell else they have playing for them. By the time summer hits, I fucking mean it. Ain't no other faction got this level of improvement. Ain't no other faction got this level of activity. Over 100 people on active rotation. And unlike the motherfuckers who claim that they gonna poach and shit, I'm not scared of the poaching. I'm not scared of the betrayals. All right, as you guys know, regardless of whatever the fuck happened, regardless of whatever team that they had, of the 20 people that they had, of all that shit, at the end of the day, Vanguard just needs out the dirt. 11 of its top people believe in. And it took 11 of those top people, plus mercenaries from IA and from DK, to defeat us in that field of battle. All right? And we were still clutching up. And we still had people joining up. And we still had new elites joining up and putting up good fights. All right? Main point, take away from all this. This 6-0 plan, whatever the hell it leads, all right, it's going to lead somewhere good. It's going to lead to improvement, all right? So let me follow up on that. The 6-0 plan, it's going to include all y'all, all right? And no longer is it just going to be fucking me doing all this work and shit. It's going to include people like Mino, like Blitzkrieg, like the commissars of Niasan, all right? How fast we expose all the fucking poaching and shit that happened behind backs, right? It's going to include a whole wave of reforms, all right? And I'll get that shit uploaded today, all right? We're also creating a new team, all right? HRO is becoming officially a team of NIASAP. We're going to have a whole host of new elites being trained from the bottom up, all right? New niggas, new people, all right? And I'm going to admit something as well. I've been slacking off a little bit. All right, sure, I'm here for every single event. Sure, motherfuckers here for every single event. Sure, motherfuckers getting however many recruits a day. None of that shit fucking matters. All right, you gotta do fucking more. I will do fucking more. If I have anything to say for y'all to do, to help out, for this 6-0 plan, Go into hook server and think, what do I need to do to 6-0 DK? What do I need to do to 6-0 AH? What do I need to do to 6-0 faction? All right. Me personally, all these little naps I take throughout the day, I'm gonna cut that shit in half. I'm a professional American soldier. All right. So when I say I do something, I mean it. I have a sergeant, right? He goes like 1 hour of sleep throughout the entire fucking day. Right? He works like at midnight. He never goes to sleep once in our class. Always teaching us shit. All he has is a monster, and he goes a fucking hour of sleep a day. If he can do that shit, and he's in his 40s, my little 19-year-old black ass can definitely do that shit, right? So we're putting in infinite work. All right, PT, put in work for me yourself. This is the only video game I play. Only video game I have time for. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna increase my level of devotion. All right, there ain't gonna be a single event that I oversleep. I overslept 2 or 3 events this week. Big events. They could have been big events. They could have been events where people who, were on the fence decided to main Nia South. They could have been events where people, these new recruits, decided to get inside Nia South and get active and shit. All right. So I'm admit, me oversleeping on them events probably cost us like 5 active recruits off the rip. All right, that's just not gonna happen again. All right, I'm not oversleeping a single event. I'll go an hour sleep a day before I do all that shit. 11 of our top players left. 11 of them, perhaps more to follow. All right. And still we held out that bitch. We held off that mercenary arm. We held off that DK. Now it's time to get the 6 on my right. Or am I wrong? Yeah? Ping me in general chat if you fucking understand. Let's leave y'all to it. All right? I'm not gonna leave. I'll say more shit. But if you fucking understand, ping Blood Dior 30 times in general chat. All right? And listen, come to me for recommendations. Say, I want help. I want improvement at skirmisher. I want improvement at fucking Rockham. I want improvement at fucking support. Say that. And I'll drop whatever the fuck I'm doing. I will help you improve this goddamn game. All right? Ping Mino as well. He has some valuable advice. Ping myself,
You
and
know
I'll get you in
what?
contact with everybody.
I
What's up?
got I got one more thing to say, and I think this is like the most powerful thing I can even preface like in any idea of like my imagination. This is the most powerful thing I can put it. I swear on my life, I will put my life on the line. That's so cringe on a Roblox game. But like what I'm saying here is everybody and all of the fucking haters that we have, right? All these dumbass kids, right? They're all saying like, "Oh, NICEL will never become what it was." That's not what we're looking for. We're not becoming what we were. We're becoming anew. We're becoming something stronger, you know? We're not coming back we're not gonna beg for Crimson or all these other niggas that left, like just because they're good. We're gonna train better. We're gonna become better. We're gonna become anew. We don't need people who like made us what we were. We're gonna become what we're going to be. Like I'm just trying to say, like, we don't need to like weep upon like what we lost. We need to try to move forward and get what we can, get forward. It's really hard to put in perspective, but like I guess W9SL, bro, and W Global Vanguardist Army, bro, like GVD, W. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
So listen. All right, I'm expanding on this. I'm some more practical shit, all right? Obviously, we gotta motivate, right? All right, we also gotta do the practical shit. All right, listen. Everybody, first and foremost, all right, look. Official statement from me on the game, right? I'm upload our video, right? I'm upload our video. I'm gonna tell Cosmos so he can upload that video. He could put that video on the front page. All right. I know that BK is probably gonna upload theirs, right? They're not gonna upload that 271st battle though, right? The one where, of course, they and their roster made that big ass cannon under their house. They didn't make a cannon in this battle. From the onset of the game, I could have done more. I do
I think it
admit.
says a lot that they had to use multiple different people from multiple factions to play it.
Exactly. IA, themselves, TTI niggas who murk around, who literally, with their shitter factions, lose to VAD on a weekly basis, wherever the fuck, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all this. Any of y'all see some shit? Tell me, all right? I'll get on that shit, all right? Any of y'all have suspicions of people, regardless of whatever? Anyone has suspicions of whatever the fuck? Let me the fuck know. Right? Anyone has things that they want to say in terms of improvement? Let me know. All right. I want everyone in here to be on point with improvement. All right. Because I'm be honest, back in the early NESL history, we never took a loss as decisive as this until the very end. Right. And that was when all those factions started to actually unite and, murk around and unite like to decisively get us in one battle where they had hosts or we had hosts, and then they could get 20 of the best players in their factions and fight us, right? That
I mean,
happened
kind
towards
of
the
like
end.
what happened today.
Exactly what happened to them. All right. Obviously, Global Vanguard's armies a faction were far bigger than old Neo South was, right? Back in the summer, right? DKIAH, even the White Legion pitched in. It was literally all four of them factions with all their beefs and shit that came together to defeat Neo South then. GTI, DKIA, they came together today. All right, all pouncing as we lost 11 of our best players. All right, lost slash I banned their shit for disloyalty. Right, when it became clear what they were doing, stifle that wounded shit. Listen, the reason why Neo South went all that time without decisive loss is because we were underway. All right, but before this battle, we were the top dogs. All right, the community still in the polls. Obviously, they had their biases and they had their opinions. Right, and they had their things to say about both sides and shit, and how the cannons happen and this and that and whatever the fuck. All right, we were the top dogs, so they had to unite to defeat us. All right, look, this is the standard. Here's the standard. I'll be clear as day with y'all. This shit's not fucking fair. All right, many of y'all come from factions that like you could chill out and have fun in and shit. You're gonna chill out and you're gonna have fun in Nia South, right? In GBA. But there's a different layer to this. You are in a faction that is being actively targeted by not just rebellers who seek to poach and destroy everything that we have built, right? By people from within, you also got people from without. All right, enemy factions are uniting, enemy major factions are uniting, enemy small factions are united. All right, murking every single battle, trying to get us to defeat here, defeat there. All right, I'm doing good, but once you guys indecisive about we lost that shit. The standard is we go into battle and know that every single battle could be a whole mercenary army, like the one that we face today. That's waiting for us. All right, you got to be ready for that shit. All right. There's no illusion that we're fighting a fair fight at this point. Every single battle, regardless if we oppose or not, all right, ultimately, you got to get involved. All right. If you see a battle that has bad turns, in your opinion, tell me. All right. I want your advice at every single turn. All right. Furthermore, if, like, obviously, I'm in command of battles, right? Battle negotiations for all of our team, all right? Carpathia, SFL, the VAD, the HVO team, all right? Main team, Fulmination Ultra, right? All right. Even the EU focused VAD, the Asia focused VAD, I'm in command of all that shit, right? So look, if you see some that looks suspicious, if you think that enemies might unite and fight against us here or there, all right, come to my DMs and let me know. All right. Because I can't give the level of activity that I used to be able to. Yeah, I'm in the military. Uh, I got midnight classes. I come here very tired. All right. But some of y'all tell, right? Obviously, I slept through events. Like, old Neo Sound, I didn't miss like a single event. Like, I would delay it like 10, 20 minutes, but I wouldn't miss an event. Here, I've already missed like 7, 8 events in the last months. All right. That's not good. So, something as well. If you're interested in high com or shit like that, let me the fuck know. We need ideas flowing in for everyone. You could be a person who joined us out yesterday, and as long as you're loyal, you can give me advice that I'll follow you along, all right? DM me. Anything that happens, anything you see, let me the fuck know. All right. My level of activity and typing and training every single person, like I'm just not capable of that shit anymore as a human being. All right. But I will say I'm more skilled at it. All right. We also have other people who can give advice. People like Slug, people like Ben. All right. Importantly, someone like Blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg, um, he was a member of the U.S. Air Force. I'm a member of the U.S. Army. We also have a few other people who are in the military here with strong connection, right, as American soldiers. So when you talk to us, you're not just talking to like a commander on a robot scan. You're talking to people who have been through actual military training and know what they're talking about, right? So go to these people, people with the commissar roles. Go to those people, ask for advice, ask for what everything. But just know you always can come to me. All right. Sometimes I wake up and I have 40 DMs. It doesn't matter. All right. I'll be here for y'all, every single one of y'all. All right. All right. More practical shit. Also, in terms of trainings and shit, uh, honestly, bro, I'm gonna do more trainings. All right. I don't give a fuck how many trainings I do. I'm gonna do more. I don't care if I do 6 or 7 a week. I'm gonna do 8 a week. All right. Doing 3 trains a day. All I ask is for one break then. All right. Where I can actually get some sleep. Besides that, it's up. All right. I'll do trainings outside of the training events. Ping me and say you want to get trained on rifle, and I'll train you on rifle for 30 minutes. All right. How does that sound? You ping me, I give you 30 minutes of my time. Just ask me and I'll get that shit done. Sometime that day, maybe later. Just let me know as soon as possible and I'll do whatever the fuck I can do. All right. I'll manage my time. I'll do whatever the fuck I need to get to do. All right. Other people, other elites, DM these elites for improvement. Besides that, everything else is common sense. All right. I don't have the time that I used to. All right. I'm faltering a little bit more than I used to. I admit, I've been getting less consistent than I used to, but my peaks are going up. All right, I'm gonna get more consistent. All right, I'm gonna get used to this on this shit, and I'll make sure that I train up every single last one of you. All right. Also, recruitment, recruit the fuck out of everybody. Bro, 100 recruits next 7 days. Let's make it happen. All right. All right. Anybody else have anything to expand that on? To expand that on. Sorry, my voice is fucked up.
Hey, you sound tired.
I'm not fucking tired. I'm not fucking tired. I can't be tired. All right. I can't be tired. All right. Just lost the battle. They ain't nothing to do but to lock the fuck in, right? Time to lock in. All right. I'll down a monster, any drink or whatever the fuck. All right. When it comes to people shit talking, all right, you can let me know when they shit talk. Doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how tired I am, I still have lead on the beginning. All right. Doesn't matter. The ops don't care if I'm tired.
You are.
They don't care. What's up?
Yo, Dior. I got a couple things I want to show you. Um, we haven't really had a conversation about this. I got so much shit to show you, and I'm gonna do the exact same stuff on Central. I figured out so many insane places that like are so OP for Entente. I'm gonna use my exact same repertoire of skills for like Central. I'm gonna figure out every single OP spot for already the start already like everything, bro. I'm gonna look into all of it. Okay. I'm going to improve everything. Okay. In my life, we're gonna have the advantage of the year of the century moving forward. You know what I mean?
All right, so look, I did say Mino said the 6-0. All right, 6-0 to DK niggas. I said 6-0 to DK
Yeah,
niggas by
but
summer. All right, so the plan is basically mass recruitment one, two, mass elite training. All right, three, mass basic training. All right, four, activity. All right, listen, in the peak times of this winter break that was right in front of us, I mean behind us, we were getting like upwards of 35 people average per event. Every single mass route was getting upwards of 55 people. All right. It's been going down a little bit, even though our member count has gone up. All right. Obviously, school has started back up. Me, I mean, I got military school, but I'm in the military, right? So I got the ability to like manage my schedule a little bit. So that shouldn't affect me too much. That being said, even throughout the school year, it doesn't fucking matter. We'll recruit 1,000 more people. We're getting that rally signal up. Right? We're getting that rally size up, that average going up from about 35 plus to around that 40. All right, 40 per training event. To multiple a day, if needed. All right, break day, sure. Battle day, doesn't matter. We're gonna get that rally up. And we're also gonna get more high counts. Because I'm going to need to start dispersing my work a little bit more because I can't do what I did uh, in early 2025, right? For y'all who remember that shit. But I will definitely try to. All right, I'm not going to fucking give up. We're not retiring. We're not doing none of that shit. Doesn't matter who leaves. I told even the TTI niggas. I had a conversation with them before they fucking left me aside. They said, when you leave, you're going to collapse. All right. I told them niggas to their face straight up before they said anything else. Every single person can leave me aside and it's to be a minimum faction. Because that's me. All right, no ego, none of that shit. Now we have someone like Nino. Nino's gonna recruit 60 a fucking week. The rest of y'all, get us another 60 a fucking week, yeah? Let's get this shit going, all right? Let's fill VAD with new recruits. All right, let's get these new recruits into the main team. Train up these new recruits, take apprentices, all right? Go to someone you see who has skill. All right, top tier leads or listen to this. Bro, train that fuck out of that person. All right, and let me know how it goes. That's pretty much all I have to say. But I'll answer questions. All right, type it, ping it, wherever the fuck you want to do. Send it in general chat. It was a good match, man. Let's do it.
Hey, Dior, have you been checking Highcom? I'll
What
ping
fans?
you to the start of the conversation.
Yes, let me see. Let me see. All right. So look about the main roster being there. No. All right. Main roster. There's about 5 of the top 20 that we're missing. No hope because the main roster is that technically the top 26, but you want to get the top 20, right? All right. In terms of officers, to me and King, we were top fragger. King actually top frag. The mobile King, the Brazilian, that nigga's up there with me and Austin. All right.
I pinged you at the start of the convo.
Holy shit. Translation. BK again. Just been added for this shit. Okay. I appreciate this shit. I appreciate this motherfucking shit. Since I get that, I'll give it 2 million launches tomorrow. Listen, when it comes to battle plans, I already before the battle that they really, right? This nigga Electro, right? So I edited a little bit. All right, on our attack, we did actually very well. I think if we survived that first attack, we would take the point. But obviously, that's not how it went, right? It doesn't matter. The picks, what picks? Oh shit, and the DMs, yeah, they're good, they're good. That's I got you. Central Artist Facts. Yeah, if you got any recommendations, let me the fuck know, all right? Everyone, let me the fuck know. All right, 1, 2, 3.
All right.
I'm dealing with so much shit, but it doesn't matter.
I think
All
I'm.
right. So look, what will I do for the rest of the day? All right. I'm not going to sleep. All right. I'm probably not going to sleep until like another 5 hours. All right. First of all, we got to set the new HBO division of Nia South, right? Get a whole new training program of elites going on, straight from the bottom to the top. Now, it comes pound for pound. Some of y'all ask me, pound for pound, are we number one? Are we not? I believe we are still number one faction. All right. Merc armies, whatever the fuck, doesn't matter.
And you
Pound
don't
for
stop
pound,
being number one because you lose one battle. That's not how that
exactly.
works.
And their host, their thing, whatever. But obviously, it matters, right? Because it happened. We're gonna make sure by somebody we get that 6-0. All right, 6-0 plan is in full effect right now, bro. The 6-0 plan is in full motherfucking effect. Will I make a short little announcement? Will I? Will I make a short little announcement? Sure. It's not gonna be no stupid shit though. It's just gonna be right to the point, all right? About what needs to happen. All right, shit that you as an average player can do, shit that you as a elite can do. It's gonna go over all that shit. And it's gonna go over exactly what I'm gonna be doing, all right? I ain't lost no pride in this shit. Now, look, I might be a little sleepy, but it doesn't matter. I'm not going to sleep for another 6 hours, all right? Recruitment starts right the fuck now. How many members we got right now? 296? We're getting 300 within the next 20 minutes. All right? After that, we're going to get 330. And then we're going to get 400, all right? Let's start this recruitment out. Get to a public level right now. All right, so for y'all who don't want to recruit, though, it's good. Pick up an apprentice. All right, I'll be in a public server. Perhaps the op niggas might jump in. That'll be interesting. Niggas want to talk shit in ET, doesn't matter. All right. These niggas keep on pinging me in ET. I might go into ET voice chat.
All right. Let me unmute Kurt. Actually. Oop. There we go.
Like 10 people, they all don't have chat.
Yeah, nobody has chat anymore.
That's the issue.
Fat shit.
Nobody fucking chat.
You need 2 seconds out. So listen, we got a lot of new people, obviously. All right. And when it comes to the training schedule, what day is it? It's Saturday. All right. Look, by Sunday afternoon, American time, that shit's gonna be out. All right. What I can do is my schedule's a bit fucked. I'm planning out 6 events. All right. 2 days. No. 2 events Friday. Every day is gonna have 1 event. Some are gonna be EU time. Some are gonna be late in the US evening. / early US night. Do all I can. High comps will listen to this. Even the low rank members. There's something called reinforcement requests. Spam activities, spam events. Alright? Use the reinforcement requests. Get that shit started. You can be in voice chat or you cannot be in voice chat. Alright? Tell people to ping you in the general chat as they join your event. You can start spamming events, spamming promotion points and shit just like that. Alright? Get yourself a good position in G.R.A. After that, what you can do is very simple. Alright? You want to go in there, log the report, and then you're good. Alright, any of y'all, I know some of y'all have high kind of ambitions. I know that y'all can do stuff. Some of y'all talk to you about that shit. Some of you elites here. And you know what the fuck happened, right? You know what the fuck is happening. Fucking motivated, yo. Alright, so look, about my art, so
I was gonna say something, but I forgot